All right.
Okay.
Today we are back with another BTS reaction video. And Jordan, I don't know about you, but I've been waiting for today for about a week now.
I know you have.
Yeah.
And because you have been waiting, I have been waiting.
Yes.
For about a week now.
I tried to get us to listen to the song we're about to listen to immediately after we heard it and break it down at that point, but we didn't have enough time. And today we are going to do what we do, Jordan. We are going to dive deep.
A deep dive. It's been a while since we've done a deep dive.
Yeah. Into Mikrokosmos.
Mikrokosmos. And this song, at least the title, came up in the very beginning of our BTS journey.
Yes.
And I remember thinking, like, what a unique title with a K.
Yeah.
2 Ks. Mikrokosmos.
And look, I typed this word in on a Google Doc.
Okay.
And I accidentally misspelled it. I said Mikrokosmos.
And what came up?
And there was an autocorrect for Mikrokosmos.
Maybe because BTS is in our algorithm.
Okay.
Maybe that's why.
I don't know. Anyway.
That's what we're going to listen to today, everybody. And Jared, we could talk all day. How about we let the people talk for us?
Yes.
So let's get into some comments before we hear Mikrokosmos.
Let's go. So the first comment comes to us from our wonderful patron, Hannah. And Hannah writes, the song you heard in the Apobangpo video is Mikrokosmos from Map of the Soul Persona. It is an incredibly beautiful song that they have written for ARMY. And at this point, after so many emotional live performances, I always tear up when I listen to it. I would love to see a reaction to it.
There you go. And Hannah's talking about the video that we watched on our Patreon.
Yes.
Of BTS creating advertisements for ARMY, which was absolutely astonishing. So thank you, Hannah. The next comment comes from the Bro Miller, and they write, not sure if someone has already suggested it, but after listening to Jared talk about BTS being connected like constellations, you absolutely need to listen to and watch Mikrokosmos.
What are they referring to? What reaction video?
I think you mentioned this during our reaction to Magic Shop.
Ah, okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
And the people can correct us because they document history better than we do.
Yes.
But the Bro Miller continues. It talks about just that, how ARMY and BTS are all stars who shine. And it's one of my absolute favorites. It's an emotional masterpiece.
All right, now. Jordan, people are leaving these comments.
Yeah.
Or were leaving these comments months ago.
This came from 9 months ago.
Yeah. You know what happens in 9 months?
Huh.
A baby is born. All right? Like, people are waiting for us to get to these incredible songs. And we really, 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 really hope you appreciate this reaction today.
You know what?
Yeah.
To show us that you really, 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 really appreciate today's reaction, we want you to hit that like button, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I
thought you were going to say, show us your babies.
What?
It's been 9 months. I don't know. It's been 9 months.
People can't show us their babies.
If they're rocking BTS gear, why not?
But everybody hit that like button. Light it up like ARMY tells us the crowd is about to light up the stadiums in these live performances we're about to watch.
All right. So a few more comments. The next comment comes from Sir Tammy, and they write, the only song that trumps Magic Shop for me is Mikrokosmos. Another song for ARMY. So much so, I dedicated my first tattoo to the song and boys. You wouldn't know it by looking at the tattoo that it is a BTS reference, but it's of a small galaxy,
Okay.
a microcosmos. Okay. So we will have to look into what that term means.
Yep.
But according to Sir Tammy, it's a small galaxy.
Micro.
Yeah. Cosmos.
That makes sense.
Okay. When my anxiety is at its worst and I feel a panic attack coming on, sometimes looking down at that galaxy reminds me that I am not alone in the world, that there are 7 boys and a community of armies willing to embrace me, and that the world is a beautiful place. Now that's beautiful.
I love that. And Tammy means looking down at the tattoo.
Yes. Of her microcosmos.
See, Jared, that's what tattoos, at least for us,
Yeah.
are for. Like, we have the same tattoo, and we've shown people this before,
Yeah.
that our mom had for her mom. And every time we look down at this tattoo or look in the mirror, it lets us know we never walk alone,
Yeah.
even if our mom's no longer here.
Yeah. And let me just say one thing about this tattoo, Jorn, right? You tell me if you felt the same way. As a young kid, I was so against tattoos. Like I always thought I would never, ever, ever get any tattoos.
Yeah.
And then at age 18, when our mom died, it was like a spark went off. Yeah, we got to get that tattoo. We get the tattoo, and now I'm back to, I don't need any more tattoos. Like, this is all I need. Do you feel that way?
Sort of, yeah. I did want to get one on my chest that she had as well.
Okay.
Always remember you are loved. It was the last message she ever sent to us.
Yeah.
And just looking at that in the mirror every day, I imagine, may do something. But yeah, I'm there with you.
But as Army continues to tell us about their tattoos,
Yeah.
BTS related tattoos, I am so intrigued because oftentimes they're the most subtle, small tattoos, but they mean the world, right? I don't know.
The literal definition of microcosmos.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Sir Tammy, for your beautiful comment. Jared, we have one final comment before we get to hear Microcosmos.
Come on.
And this comment comes from Abby, one of our patrons. And Abby writes, "Thank you for the reaction as always, J&J. And Jared, your reaction when you heard Microcosmos is exactly how I reacted the first time." You remember how you reacted?
I think I immediately looked the other way.
I think you immediately just
zoned into the music, right?
Yeah.
Everything else stopped. I zoned into the music. Yeah.
It was almost like you were being tased. Like,
Yes.
what is that? What is that, George?
That's right.
Okay, so Abby continues, "It's one of the many songs that are dedicated and mean so much to Army. Microcosmos brings me to tears. The message, the lyrics, the beat, the voices, just everything about it is healing on so many levels. It's one of my all-time favorite songs that I could listen to every day for the rest of my life.
Oh my gosh.
Please, please do a deep dive ASAP. Who cares that it's off your timeline? This is, as Jin said,
Important business.
that line right there is going down in the BTS history books."
Yeah.
Abby continues, "I guarantee that this will be y'all's favorite song, or at least Jared's anyway.
Ooh.
I really enjoyed this as always. Thank you guys and hope you are enjoying LA so far. Borehe." Jared, with that, get your scuba suit on because we're about to dive in.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Come on.
반짝이는 별빛들 깜빡이는 불 켜진 건물 우린 빛나고 있네 각자의 방 각자의 별에 어떤 빛은 야망 어떤 빛은 방황 사람들의 부비들
I can't, dog.
소중한 만화 어두운 밤 외로운 몸 별처럼 다 오랜 빛나 사라지지 뭐큰 존재니까 Let it shine 어쩜 이 밤의 표정이 이토록 또 아름다운
Come on. Come on, dog.
저 별들도 불빛도 아닌 우리 때문일 거야 You got me 난 너를 보며 꿈을 꿔 I got you 지륵 같은 맘들 속 서로 겹은 서로의 빛 같은 말을 하고 있었던 거야 우린 가장 깊은 밤에 더 빛나는 별빛 가장 깊은 밤에 더 빛나는 별빛 밤이 깊을수록 더 빛나는 별빛 한 사람의 하나의 역사 한 사람의 하나의 별 75개의 빛으로 빛나는 75가지의 world 75가지의 삶 도시의 야경은 어쩌면 또 다른 도시의 밤 각자만의 꿈 내다 shine 넌 누구보다 밝게 빛나 어쩜 이 밤의 표정이 이토록 아름다운 걸
Come on. That's your guy V.
저 어둠도 달빛도 아닌 우리 때문일 거야 You got me 난 너를 보며 꿈을 꿔 I got you 지옥 같은 밤들 속 서로 가본 서로의 빛 같은 말을 하고 있었던 거야 우린 가장 깊은 밤에 더 빛나는 별빛 가장 깊은 밤에 더 빛나는 별빛 깊을수록 더 빛나는 별빛 도시의 불 도시의 별 어릴 적 올려본 밤 하늘에 난 떠올려 사람이란 불 사람이란 별로 가득한 바로 이곳에서 We shine You got me 너를 보면서
Yeah, your guy V's going on.
지옥 같은 밤들 속 yeah. Shine, dream, smile Oh let us light up the night 우린 우리대로 빛나 Shine, dream, smile Oh let us light up the night 우리 그 자체로 빛나
Okay. So I had my eyes closed for the majority of this song.
Oh, really?
So I wasn't reading really any of the lyrics on the screen, Jordan. So all I can go off of is what I heard, right? The sonic experience.
Please.
But I'd love to hear if you picked up on any of the meaning.
I tried. I
Okay.
mean, at a point, what you're hearing just takes over.
Yeah.
Even for someone like me who's trying to, oh, they're saying this. No.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what they're saying.
Okay.
Let the people know what you felt.
Yeah. Okay.
What
Look,
you heard.
it's been over a year, right? That into our BTS journey. You know, we've been listening to BTS music for the past year. We haven't listened to as much as the people have wanted us to, but we've listened to quite a bit, Jordan.
Yeah.
The first 20 or so seconds of this song,
Oh,
for me,
yeah.
is the best BTS music I've ever heard. And I'll just put it that way because it it evokes some sort of reaction that no matter how many times we listen to it, and so far it's only been 2, right? I believe it will evoke that reaction 100 more times.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to make us do is listen to that again. I don't know what happens there, but truly I felt, and I'm being honest here, I felt tears welling up in my eyes at the very tail end of that 20 seconds. And then, again, you know, out of pure honesty, the song changes.
The song changes.
It becomes more up-tempo and not necessarily my favorite, right? I was expecting BTS to have that 20 seconds the entire time, but if we know anything about BTS, Jordan, that's not what they do. I mean, they have a genre for everybody. In each of their songs, they have a moment for everybody.
Yeah.
That first 20 seconds,
that's for you.
That's all for me, Jordan. And I will eat that first 20 seconds every day for the rest of my life if I have to. Like, that is perfection.
Well said, brother. My goodness. I'm not going to add too many other words, but can I ask you a few questions?
Please.
First of all, that was a completely honest review of the song, because part of me felt the same way.
Yeah.
About those first 20 to 25 seconds, and then it changes.
Let me just say one last thing.
All right.
And again, if this entire song was that first 20 seconds, I would not be sitting here.
Okay.
So thank you, BTS, for allowing me breath. Right? I would be hyperventilating in the bathroom right now.
This gets to my question for you.
Okay.
Jared, why do you think they changed it to an up-tempo, upbeat song after that first little glimpse of pure just what word do you have for that first 20 to 30 seconds? What's the word, first of all, and then why do you think they changed it?
Do you have a word in your mind?
I don't, man.
Okay, I gotta think about a word.
This is your reaction.
Extraterrestrial.
Okay. From what the people tell us, Jared, it evoked some of the same emotions that it did in you in them.
Wow.
It made them want to cry. It made them well up with tears. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. So extraterrestrial, and why'd they change it?
Oh, why'd they change it?
Yeah, why'd they go to a more up-tempo beat?
That is a wonderful question. We're so used to BTS starting off sort of up-tempo and then having those little
breakdowns
within the song, and then coming out of the breakdown and going back up-tempo.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did it this way in this song. I mean, perhaps to drill us right away. Right? I mean, this immediately caught my attention.
Or perhaps to lift everybody up. Literally. Lift people up.
Okay.
Now, Jared, a song with the entire sound of that first 20 seconds would have, for you personally, would have made you ascend into the heavens. I mean, that's what lifted you up.
Yeah.
But for people who may be laying in their bed, I can imagine, a sound like that sometimes would make them want to go just deeper into the feelings they're feeling. I don't know. I don't even know if this makes sense, but
no, I think it does.
I think every time they make a beat transition like that, it's with a purpose. And we may see this in the live performances that we watch. I feel like they're forcing people to
feel certain ways.
Yeah, just like they're forcing joy on people, even through hell, man. Even through such difficult times.
Yeah.
Through the darkness. They're just forcing that light. to shine on people.
And to your point, think about how diverse this song was.
Yeah, it didn't even have just those two little transitions.
Exactly, Jordan. We got little bits and pieces of the first 20 seconds, except it wasn't as in the cut.
Yeah.
Right? We got the vocals of V and JK and Jimin and Jin throughout.
Oh, my goodness.
And they all complemented one another to perfection, Jordan. Perfection.
And we say that a lot.
Yeah.
In this song, compliment meaning what for you?
Compliment isn't even the right word. The right word is meld.
There you go. Yep.
And I don't know if there's a cosmic term for that.
I'm just thinking of a welder.
Yeah.
Just like welding.
In space? At the International Space Station?
Maybe. But
all right, Jordan.
Is it time to dig in even deeper?
Yeah, except we need to listen to the first 20 seconds one more time.
All right, let's do it. Oh, Jared, it's so misleading. It starts off so... Ooh, sound like a whip or something.
어떤 빛은 야망 어떤 빛은 방황 사람들의 부비들 모두 소중한 나눠 어두운 밤 외로운 몸 별처럼 다 오랜 빛나 사라지지 뭐큰 존재니까 Let it shine 어쩜 이 밤의 표정이 이토록 더 아름다운 건 저 별들도 불빛도 아닌 우리 때문일 거야
I know what you wanted to hear right there.
It was the first minute. Okay, it was not the first 20 seconds. It was the entire first minute, Jordan.
Okay.
One more time. I want to point out something very subtle that I heard, and this will be the last time. One more time. Listen to the Ayo. You heard that too? And listen to Jimin, watch. Listen to Jimin, Jordan. Watch.
Let it shine. 이 밤의 표정이 이토록 더 아름다운 건 저 별들도 불빛도 아닌 우리 때문일 거야
And right there, I was expecting Ayo.
Oh no! What you were expecting is something darker than that. For them to just jump into the pit of like just that the best breakdown you've ever heard in your life.
Sugar just started going crazy.
Well, hold up now. Let's not just surpass what he did over the beat itself later on.
That's true. That's true.
Because I wrote down Sugar Slide.
Oh,
Jared, like they are all doing what they're doing. It's just over a different beat.
Sure. All right, who was this? I promise. Last time, I need to know whether this was JK, Jimin, V, or Jin. This one particular moment. I'll point it out.
I'm gonna keep my eyes open so I can.
Okay, yes, but it's so slight. I'll point it out.
Okay,
it's right before Jimin jumps on the beat. Something happens. Watch.
Okay.
반짝이는 별빛들 깜빡이는 불 켜진 건물 우린 빛나고 있네 각자의 방 각자의 별에 어떤 빛은 야망 어떤 빛은 방황 별처럼 다 오랜 빛나 사라지지 뭐큰 존재니까 Let it shine.
Let it shine.
Right
Right
there.
there.
That
Right there.
subtle part.
Who's that? Let it shine. It sounded like multiple members.
Yeah. The color.
Or let us shine, they're saying.
Let us shine.
존재니까 Let it shine.
Look. JK
Yeah.
and J-Hope is the deeper voice you hear. It sounds like RM2 over it. One more time.
Let it shine.
I think it was, Jared. I think it was. I can't tell, but I think the singing is JK.
Okay.
That part gets you.
Yeah, man.
That's
Let it
interesting.
shine.
Yeah.
And then it jumps right into Jimin's part.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, Jordan. We got to move on.
Yeah, we got a lot to get to. We could listen to that 100 more times. And luckily, we will be able to hear it a few more times. We have live performances.
Yeah.
Performances, everybody, that we'll get to. But the first thing, Jared, that a fellow Army sent us is a short article about the meaning of the title. So let's read that before we hop into the actual lyrics,
Okay.
which may give us even more meaning into the title. So this comes from songfacts.com, and it says the ancient Greek philosophy of microcosm was initiated by Pythagoras, who saw human beings as their own little world, a miniature version, microcosm, of the larger universe, macrocosm.
Okay.
This song finds BTS playing off the word microcosms as they explore the idea of each human living in harmony with each other in his or hers own little universe.
Mic drop.
Yeah, we have a lot of those. And then they give us a little bit more information. I think these are lyrics right here. Perhaps the reason this night looks so beautiful is not because of these stars or lights, but us. Us. They are lighting it up, Jared. Speaking about microcosmos in a global press conference, J-Hope said, you see buildings with their lights on late at night, and that's someone working hard at something. Each one of those lights is what gives us these beautiful nighttime city views. Jared, I have one thing to say about this.
What?
Let me just finish reading this real quick. The song is about giving courage and comfort to those people by talking about this warm attention and praise for all of these people.
Oh,
that is important. We just had this conversation about looking down from a plane. And we recently flew over New York City.
Yeah.
Leaving out of JFK, Jared, airport. And I had to take a picture because the city was lit up. I had never seen New York City from an aerial view at night. I was mesmerized. And as the plane's going along and it may be tilting, you see the city even better. It's just more lights and more lights and more lights. And as you go higher, you still see the lights. You just see more lights and more lights and more lights. And you see little tiny cars traveling down little tiny roads. And you see little tiny houses. Everything looks so even.
Yeah.
Everything's square. You notice that?
Yes.
Like, we are mere ants living on this earth. Our problems we think are so big from an aerial view, it sort of puts it into perspective. But Jared, when you think about it and you put it in the context that they are here, hold up, each one of those lights in that building, each one of those lights on the ground, each one of those headlights in somebody's car.
Yes.
That's a human being behind that.
Yeah.
Who feels, who has the ability to help others, to change the course of history.
Yes.
Like, you go down your own little microcosmos rabbit hole.
Yeah, Jordan.
It was mesmerizing. Anyway.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
A thought that just came to my mind is, what about all the people who are sleeping? right? We know that the lights
That's a good
never
thought.
go off in the world, right?
Oh yeah.
When somebody is sleeping, another person's awake.
What if they
when,
did though?
When one light is off, another light is on.
Yep.
We know that. But think about, you just read this. Microcosmos, right? Pythagoras, who saw human beings as their own little world. Right? When we're sleeping, it's not like our lights are off. We're still alive. We're still giving off energy, right? We're still, breeding potential to change the world
When we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I look at that as like little lights still, even though there's darkness.
And then you think of the dream world
Yeah.
and how that also plays into BTS's discography
Yeah.
and lyricism. The dream world, Jared. We're talking about a world that exists when we all sleep.
Yeah.
It just never, ever ends.
All right.
Okay. Let's get off of our philosophical high horses here, Jared. Let's start these lyrics.
All right.
Try to get through them.
So according to Dulcet, this song was produced by Arcades. What a fitting name. That sounds like a Greek god. Arcades. It might be. Look it up quick.
All right.
Arcades.
What's the actual Greek god you're thinking of, though?
Achilles, maybe?
Oh, Achilles. Arcades beat.
I want to search Greek. Arcades.
Hold on. What the?
So Arcades, or Arcades with a K, also Arcadia or Arcadia, was a town and polis, a city-state of ancient Crete. It disputed the claims of Mount Ida to be the birthplace of Zeus. Okay.
And Zeus was the god of what?
Don't make me look stupid.
All right, I'm not okay. Zeus was the Greek
We know this.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, Zeus is the sky and thunder god.
Okay. So Arcades is the birthplace of Zeus, the potential birthplace of Zeus.
All right, search up Arcades producer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says Arcades is a British electronic music production duo consisting of Max Graham and Matt Thompson.
Okay.
They are best known for their co-writing and production of several songs on BTS albums Map of the Soul, Persona, and Map of the Soul 7. The duo have achieved album credit sales upward of 12 million worldwide.
Wow.
So they're a British electronic music production duo.
All right.
One thing I admire about BTS is they let the music drive them. Like, what's that song we heard that they heard by that producer? His beat. And we watched him recreate it.
Was that Paradise?
Paradise. Yeah, it was Paradise.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, they heard the beat, I believe, and they had to get it from him.
Yes.
So it's like they truly let the music speak to them. It doesn't matter who creates it. So you could be British, you could be Australian,
Yes.
you could be from the US, you could be from Africa. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, I admire that about them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so this song has many songwriters. I won't name all of them, but I see RM, Sugar, J-Hope included. And there's two notes here. The first note says, this term literally means small universe. It refers to something that is smaller than the universe or is a part of it, yet is a universe by itself, like humans that belong to the world, yet are small worlds by themselves. So basically what you just read. And the second note here says, compare the lyrics with the lyrics of Moonchild in RM's playlist Mono.
Interesting.
Ooh, okay.
I don't really remember too much about that
Moonchild,
song.
yeah.
Yeah. But we'll keep it up there for a reference if we need it.
All right, so the lyrics begin, starlights that twinkle, buildings with lights that flicker. We're all shining from one's own room, from one's own star. Some lights are ambition. Some lights are wanderings.
What's that making you feel?
I love that.
Talk
I
to
love
me.
that. Some lights are ambition.
Yeah.
Right? You think of a light in an office,
Uh-huh.
right? In the 61st floor of whatever building in New York City.
Yeah.
Somebody's in there working hard.
At
But
all times of the night,
at
right?
all times, but it's a stationary light, right? The light may be flickering, but the light is coming from one place.
Yeah.
Somebody's brain is going crazy.
Yeah.
And some lights are wanderings. I mean, you may have the cars traveling down the street,
Oh.
right? They may be going to visit a friend, or maybe going to do something with their brains. I don't know. Maybe somebody has a flashlight and is walking down the street just wandering.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
I thought of it like wanderings, just anything and everything inside of a room. But now that you say like the car or the flashlight, it's literally just living life.
Yeah.
Some lights are ambition, some lights are wanderings. They could be creating music, could be doing anything.
Yeah. Lights of people. Each one of them is precious. And the note here says it can also be all are precious, all are one.
Again, I'm sorry, Jared.
Go ahead, Joe.
All are precious, all are one. From the air, it sort of looks like one big massive light.
Yeah.
Just like it does when you're looking out into a crowd. But those are, anyway, it's individual lights that make up one.
Yes.
It's a simple statement, but I imagine when we watch the live performances, like the purpose of having everybody maybe put their flashlights up or put their army bombs up
Yeah.
is to make everybody feel connected as one.
One.
It's simple, but it's very, very important
Yeah.
that they do that.
Okay. The lyrics continue. In a dark night, don't feel alone. Like stars, we shine. Don't disappear, because you are one great existence. Let us shine. Okay, so here they're getting at the point that I was curious about, right? In the dark night, what did it say? Don't disappear. Don't feel alone. Like stars, we shine. Let us shine. Even if you're literally not around light, right? You are light.
You are light.
You are the light. All right. Perhaps that tonight is yet again making such a beautiful face is not because of those stars nor the lights, but because of us. All right. You want to take over here?
All right. You got me. Seeing you, I dream. I got you. In the pitch black nights, each other's lights that we each other saw, speaking the same thing. We were the starlight that shines more in the deepest night. The starlight that shines more in the deepest night. The starlight that shines more the deeper the night gets. So these are more poetic lines.
Yeah. And repetitive.
Yeah. In one person, there is one history. In one person, there is one star, shining with 7 billion lights.
Ooh.
7 billion worlds. And Jared, I believe RM was spitting these.
Yeah.
Because I remember I wrote down 7 billion when RM said that. And there's a note here that says, this brings us back to the meaning of microcosmos.
Yep.
Something that is smaller than the universe, yet it is a universe by itself. We all belong to this world, but is a world by oneself. Yeah. Now it's more like 8 billion worlds, I believe. 7 billion lives. The night scenery of a city is perhaps the night scenery of another city. And it says, again, compare the lyrics to those of Moonchild. And I believe this is a lyric from Moonchild. It says, we're each other's night scenery. We're each other's moon.
Oh, okay. The moon being the source of light. We are each other's light source.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The dream of one's own. Let us shine. You shine brighter than anyone. And there's a note here that says, note to self. Everyone has and is a different world because everyone is different. There is no one that you can be or should be compared against in your own world.
Ooh. That hits close to home, Jar.
It does, man. You are different. You are special. You are beautiful on your own.
Wow.
Again, Jared, this is a very cliche thing that you hear all the time, but it's the truest of true statements.
Yeah.
That is so hard to remember on a daily basis, especially when you're a twin.
Yeah, I feel like BTS is speaking directly to us with that line.
So let's go a little deeper into that, Jared. How do you take that? Like, what does it make you think of in terms of us?
I mean, look, you shine brighter than anyone.
Yeah.
You are unique,
Yeah.
right? You can't necessarily compare unique. Can you? Because unique is relative. We're not saying better. We're saying unique. We're saying different, right? You are you. There is no one that you can be or should be compared against in your own world.
Yeah. Why is it so hard to embody that on a daily basis then?
Because we're twins.
Okay.
We look alike. We oftentimes think alike. You know, we are living together. We are in business together.
Yeah.
Right? We do a lot of things together, but at the end of the day, we're two different people. You're not attached to me. We have the same DNA, but we are two totally separate human beings.
So you're telling me if I committed a crime, I could just blame you?
Yeah, we've known that for a while now.
I know. How would that play out though? Would you take the fall for me?
Listen, that would be a riveting case, George.
Jared, you know I would take the fall for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you were facing life.
But in this day and age, they lock us both up.
What if they only have one of us on camera or something? Listen, I'm not saying we're gonna commit any crimes here.
What type of crime are you talking about?
I don't know. I watch too many crime shows.
Oh, I see.
Anyway. 1. That's the next lyric. You shine brighter than anyone. 1. Perhaps that tonight is yet again making such a beautiful face is not because of the darkness nor the moonlight, but because of us. And I'll let you finish this off, brother.
All right. You got me. Seeing you, I dream. I got you. In the pitch black nights, each other's light that we each other saw. That line trips me up, right?
Yeah,
Because it says each other twice. Each other's light that we each other saw. Speaking the same thing, we were the starlight that shines more in the deepest night, the starlight that shines more in the deepest night, the starlight that shines more the deeper the night gets. The lights of the city, the stars of this city, I think about the night sky that I looked upon when young. The light that is called a human, the star that is called a human. In this very place that is full of them, we shining. You got me. Seeing you, I breathe. I got you. In the pitch black nights, shine, dream, smile. Oh, let us light up the night. We shine in our own way. Shine, dream, smile. Oh, let us light up the night. We shine just for who we are tonight. And then it ends with a whole bunch of na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na, oh na 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 na.
didn't go like that, but that's what we remember. That was Kirk Franklin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I think BTS succeeded with this song and these lyrics because at the end of it, the only word that I have in mind right now is one. You know?
Yeah. We are one. Look at this line right here, though. The lights of the city, the stars of this city. I think about the night sky that I looked upon when young.
Yeah.
Right? So you're looking up, you're looking at the stars. You may be looking at the lights on different buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
The light that is called a human, the star that is called a human, in this very place that is full of them.
Yeah.
So for me, the way I took this, and again, only my interpretation, I remember we used to look up at the stars, you know, just thinking, oh, wow, because people tell us to marvel at the stars.
Yeah.
But what they're saying right here, hold up, the stars are down here.
Ooh.
The stars are right here. This place is full of them. The star that is called a human.
Yeah.
So they're hitting us with some important lyrics here, as they always do.
Yeah.
But I think what makes this even more important is that it's a song for ARMY.
That's right. That's right. They're speaking directly to us, Jordan. That's why it feels so powerful.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, maybe the reason the first minute hit you, like we talked about, is because the rest of the song was intended for the millions and millions of other armies.
Billions.
Yeah, well, possibly in due time, right?
Yeah.
Who needed to hear the message as well.
In a different way.
In a different
Because
way.
we're all different.
Right. Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah. Can we see those armies now or what? Because I think that's what the people are waiting for.
In the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Where should we start?
I think we should start in Seoul during their Speak Yourself, Love Yourself too.
Well, let's go then.
Thank you.
어떤 빛은 영원 어떤 빛은 방황 사람들의 불빛들 모두 소중한 나는 어두운 밤 외로운 밤 별처럼 다 우리 빛나 사라지지 마 Let us shine
어차피 밤의 표정이 이토록 또 아름다운 걸
너무 예쁘다
Yes, sir. Here we go, Jerry. I don't think we're going to get that beat.
Did I pause that?
I think so.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Oh, we're going to get the beat.
어떤 빛은 영원 어떤 빛은 방황 사람들의 불빛들 모두 소중한 하나 어두운 밤 외로운 밤 별처럼 다 오래 빛나 사라지지 마 그건 되니까 Let it shine
Perfect. Perfection right there. Come on. Oh.
별들도 불빛도 아닌 우리 때문일 거야 You got me and 난 너를 보며 계획과 I got you 지락 같은 맘들 속 서로 겹은 서로의 빛 같은 말을 하고 있었던 거야 우린 가장 깊은 밤에 더 빛나는 별빛 가장 깊은 밤에 더 빛나는 별빛 밤이 깊을수록 더 빛나